Welcome back. So previously, our adventurers set out from Phlan, heading to the northeast corner of the northern Phlan woods, in search of the blacksmith that is missing from Alero's smithy. The adventurers had a few RP leisurely session through the woods and got some talking in. Toast, the only monumental thing that happened was Toast sent a raven to Melvant to warn Gertie Hooktail's Thieves Guild in Melvant about the approach of Barnabas, who is going to attempt to spread the word of Cyric in Melvant. The adventurers came upon this site of a ruined, what looks to be keep, along with a ruined cathedral next to it. They found signs that the blacksmith did take up a campsite here, but is now gone. They began the search for the blacksmith, starting with the keep, and ventured down into the first floor of the keep, and were met with skeletons and a gray ooze that they have dispatched. There was something that seemed to affect Tantine and Gertie, was it? Or was it?
No, it was me.
Derek. So Tantine and Derek seemed to be affected by something that was pulling them to the keep, or to the cathedral, the ruins of the cathedral. We left with the adventurers coming back out to the keep grounds, and Toast did notice some movement in the eastern building of the keep grounds, and that is where we left off. So we have a special guest star, Jimmy, joining us, playing Gertie Hooktail tonight. Welcome back, Jimmy.
Welcome, Jimmy.
Hello, young whippersnappers.
How old is
Gertie voice.
Is she old? Is she young?
She is young in tiefling standards, yes.
I'm trying to log into DnD Beyond, so I can't see her age.
I think I put her at 48.
She does have atrocious halitosis.
I cast light on my femur.
Okay. So the femur glows. What color do you choose for your light?
It's like a black light, like a purplish type of glow. Actually,
Okay.
It might be a little bit turquoise too. It's somewhere in that ballpark though.
Okay, so the light erupts around you. What's the radius on that?
It's 20 bright and 40 dim.
Okay.
I don't know if you can actually put a light on me, can you?
I think so.
Can you invite my character to the campaign so I can look at her character sheet?
I guess you can attach an extra figment to my guy.
Moonsea.
The braziers of Mirko will guide us.
I saw something in that building over there.
I'll go check it out.
So Toast starts walking
All right,
towards
Mark.
the...
You
She's
two
in there
keep
now.
walking. Okay, I'll stay
Thanks,
about
thanks.
20 feet behind you guys. But hold on, I think they're still setting up.
He goes,
That
I saw
heat.
movement from over here.
Tazgar, we're approaching the courtyard.
Okay. Are you
Did you
being
say you-
stealthy, or
Did you say
are you
no?
just
We're
walking?
not.
Okay.
I don't know what Chris is doing on the side. That's yeah. Chris is being
Okay,
stealthy.
so yeah, Magrom, you meld into the shadows again, sticking to the dark corners where the moonlight can't touch you.
Did you say you could attach a light or not?
Let me see if I can find a light that's appropriate. No, nothing that's bright enough, but you can put your torch on. And we'll say, you know, for the purposes of stealth or a perception, you'll have advantage if it's within 20 feet.
Alright, so, because
I'm
Toast is
10
gonna
feet
use it.
behind Toast.
He's gonna
Yep.
use a cantrip to try to get some light inside this building, so he
Okay.
reaches his hand out and he yells toast and does the campfire cantrip inside of it,
Okay.
just toward it in the middle. Does he see anything?
So you don't see anything immediately in the area.
So I walk in farther. Alright, he stops and he looks around.
So you notice a staircase to your right and left as you come in that lead to a second floor of this ruined keep.
All right, I'm gonna roll perception on. Like, do we hear anything else? Or
Oops.
20, 16 plus 4, not natural 20.
Aside from the scurrying of some rats and the squeaking of some bats in the ceiling, you do not hear anything else.
Alright, I'll try it up the stairs.
Crap, what's my top playing?
Trying to get
What's the holdup?
Toast heard something.
I mean, that wasn't the right voice.
Toast heard something in here.
Alright, as I get up to there's the top of the stairs, do I...
So as you crest the top of the stairs, both of you, you see a skeletal figure looking out the window.
The window to the, where is my compass? Thought we had a compass.
I see him.
Is my cut wrong?
I'm climbing outside these stairs up here.
Okay.
Oh, over there. Over there.
Alright. Toast talk. I mean, he's gonna let Derek talk because Toast isn't much of a talker, but he just goes, "Who are you?" in a deep voice.
So the skeletal figure turns around, and you see that his bones are old, ancient looking, and he says, "Welcome. You finally found me."
Bones. Who commands you? Who gave you life?
Donal Adair commands me, and that is me. But I am here at the leisure of my Lord Durian Hagen, the resident master of this keep.
We come in search of someone.
Whom do you search?
There is a missing blacksmith from the town.
Yes.
Do you know of his whereabouts?
Yes. He is here.
He is wanted back at the town.
He is wanted here.
Is he here by his own choice?
No.
Well, unfortunately, we will be taking him against yours.
Even though it's a skull, you can tell that there's a wry grin forming across his skeletal features, and he says,
I believe an audience with Lord Durian Hagen is in order. He can tell you more of your blacksmith, and how you may be able to free him.
Okay, Bones, take us to him.
You can journey there yourself. Seek him on the outer entrance to the cathedral mortuary.
General feeling. With this grin, what do I insight with an 18?
So with an 18, you just have a feeling that your threats against him are laughable. You cannot perceive if he is telling you the truth or not, but that was really the only indicator that you had.
On visual perception, I suppose. Did he bear anything of notice? Oh, damn.
No, not that you can tell. He does seem to have some regal-looking clothing, though, for a skeleton.
We should fight him.
Do you say that out loud?
I'm not even in the room.
Oh.
Can you back up one step? And I didn't hear, or I wasn't paying attention enough. Where did he say to go?
To the cathedral ground entrance into the mortuary. So, you know, from your experience as a cleric, the mortuary is typically under the cathedral. So there's an outside entrance.
And then, can you say the name one more time?
Lord Durian Hagen. Durian. I'll type it.
Oh, I spelled it right on my first test. Sorry, I just want to make sure I get names down. And he gave us his name, Donald Adair.
Yep, Donald Adair.
Toast goes, what is this castle for?
Now
Used
it is
for.
an abode for the undead. Previously, in another life, it was something else.
A home for the undead, you say?
At the beck and call of our Lord Durian Hagen. He has been here for quite some time.
Did Durian raise your bones, or did you, like you said, raise your bones yourself somehow?
Sorry.
I don't like this. The dead belong in the dirt. This is not natural.
I was able to reclaim to life on my own, but Lord Durian gave me more strength than I could imagine. And that is why I serve him now.
Saying that the Lord of Death allowed your return to this plane.
Which Lord of Death do you speak of?
The one and true Lord of Death, Merkel.
That is a topic of conversation among many followers of different gods. You are not the only priest to have that claim.
We're the only priests with the correct claim.
So you say now.
And then he vanishes.
Toast goes, I prefer the dead over the living humans anyway. Let's go find...
Host, the dead can cause as much damage to your world as the living
Can
can.
I walk in here?
You can open the door, yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna look around. a
As,
little bit
as I
here.
do, I'm undoing the hood of my lantern
Okay.
and raising it up.
And what was it?
See invisible.
See invisible? Okay. What's the range?
30.
Is he just there jacking off now?
I hope so. Gosh.
Well, I see.
Wait. Hold on, just to be clear, can only Magrom see him, or does it actually...
No, it illuminates light, so you can see. It dispels invisibility for everyone in the area.
Well, how you doing, mate? Who's your friend?
I thought he disappeared.
But mode.
Look at that face.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
So you see that same grin on his face, and he says, "It looks like you have some magical toys with you. That did not leave me as grand of an exit as I had planned."
Well, I was just testing it. Glad it works. I put it back down.
Okay.
We are wasting our time here. We need to go see this Durian Hagen to get our blacksmith back.
I feel like we should shank him, but eh. Let's check out this door. It looks like something.
You just
This
You
place
just-
is giving me the creeps.
Magrom just has it out for the rich people.
Tantine, what are you doing?
I should make that.
Hanging out at this door.
I'm gonna
Okay,
just-
do you want to go in?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So this room looks to be like an old armory. There are rusted and rotted weapons on the west corner, or in the west side of the building. A lot of debris like in the other areas.
I want to see if there's anything of value.
Okay, make an investigation. Or perception, I'm sorry. I was looking that up. What's a perception? So looking at the rusted weapons, you can see that there is an emblem emblazoned on a lot of the hilts and the pommels of the weapons. It is the same symbol that was on the banner that you saw outside. It looks to be like a horizontal line with a circle halfway through it, and then lines coming out of the circle.
Do I know that symbol?
You can make a religion check.
Oops, I did history. Is that the same?
No.
They're both int, yeah. If that's what you're asking. But... got him.
So 5 total?
Yeah.
So you could recognize it as the symbol of a good deity, but you just can't put your finger on which one.
Got him.
Okay.
5.
Alright. And nothing looks of good quality.
No. They're all taken by time.
Gertie checks to see if the wooden door is locked.
It is not.
I enter this corridor.
Okay.
I shall meet you at the main. Crap, what the heck's that called? I shall meet you at the main field below. I'm going to find Tantine.
And Toast will follow him.
So this looks to be like a little small study area, Tantine. One thing that you do notice that is that it faces the west, so almost like a place dedicated for the setting sun.
Some sort of god that likes the setting sun. Can I look at these papers and see if I see anything of note
Yep.
for the blacksmith?
Yep. Make a perception. Okay. And now make an investigation. So on these documents, you see, amidst the ink that is still legible, you see quite a lot of writing in regards to the god Lathander. Nothing is recent in regards to this documentation. It is all very old and crumbling.
I gather up the documents and throw them out the window.
Okay. They scatter to the wind with how old they are.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he went.
Okay, Gertie, what are you doing?
Gertie's checking out what seems to be an apothecary.
Yeah, this looks to be an old alchemical room where potions were brewed and some studies were made, some kind of scientific activities happening here.
Perhaps I could find something of use to our adventure. Maybe some old dusty vials.
You can make it in perception to see if you find anything.
Plus. So I have +1 of this. Oh.
So everything looks to be in ruin. Even the brass and copper is aged and green. In this room, you can't seem to find anything of value. Magrom, what are you doing?
I'm investigating.
Okay. So this appears to be a lookout tower. The barrels are full of old ancient arrows, and the crates are filled with other ammunitions, bolts, stones. Nothing really of important here. Derek and Toast, what are you doing?
I went down to the main field to look around for Tantine. Didn't see him, so I headed in towards what looked like a main hall.
Yeah, so this looks to be obviously the main hall of the keep with the throne in the west side of the building. The pillars are crumbling and ruined, and you're almost curious as to how this building is still standing.
I look at this tapestry on the wall.
Okay.
I'll investigate it, or could I roll?
Yeah,
religion?
investigate. So it seems to be in good condition still. You can make out most of the banner if you want to make a religion check to see if you notice what it is. Okay, so being a cleric and studying, Arcana and history and things like that, you do recognize the symbol of Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Is Toast around, or is he still out there?
No, he's waiting outside for.
Okay. All right, I keep that internalized then.
Okay, Tantine, what are you doing?
Checking out these boxes.
You find munitions, old, rusted, deteriorating arrows, bolts.
I will carefully traverse this shitty floor.
Okay, so right where you are now, you feel the cobblestones of the floor start to feel far looser than previously.
Do I notice anything of value in this area?
No, not with this area being exposed to the elements in full. There seems to be nothing that could be salvaged.
Oh, okay. I will go back from whence I came.
I'm gonna check out this bedroom looking area.
Okay, make a perception. So this looks to be the lookout quarters for the lookout in this southwestern tower. This is where he or she would have stayed to keep vigil over the keep on this side of the keep.
I'm gonna
you don't see... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna rifle around in some of this stuff.
Okay, you can investigate it. You do see a weathered book, leather-bound book that is under the bed that seems to have been protected from the harsher of the elements.
I take it and look inside.
So it looks to be a journal. accounting for watch, days. You do see a date in one of the top corners, and it's around 1380.
What is this journal entry talking about?
So it's basically just outlining the route that this lookout took, on their vigil, what they noticed. Nothing really stands out as extremely important to you, other than the timeline. You just notice the date as being fairly.
What was our current year again? Where did I write that?
1495.
Almost 100 years ago, or more than.
Yeah.
I'll keep the journal. I might throw it at somebody. I'm gonna head back down to the main courtyard.
Okay, Tantine.
From here, do I see the only way I can go is down?
Yes, but it is a precarious journey.
I like those. Let's see if I fall to my death. I'll take my time.
Okay, so make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as the cobblestones feel very loose and start to slip. Okay. So you fall to the next landing here.
Yes.
Take 50
and take
points
4
of
points
damage.
of damage.
Oh, 4, yeah.
4 points of physical damage.
Nice.
Yeah, not 50.
How much emotional damage?
That's the fast way down.
And 840 points of emotional damage.
Yeah. Psychic damage. I rolled a 9 to investigate this throne.
So you see the same emblazoned Lathander symbol on the back of the throne. You see a notch by the throne that most likely held a sword at some point. But it is weathered, and there's really nothing else that seems to be noticeable to you.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Gertie, what are you doing?
I'm sneaking around this bedroom like a naughty girl.
Okay.
And I'm
I see
using my
Magrom head
nose-
downstairs.
My nose to smell the filthiest of documents that could be,
Pantaloon.
100-year-old panties.
Make a
could be
perception.
pertaining to this investigation.
Make a perception. Oh, now make an
Oh my
investigation.
goodness.
As you look at these books in the corner here that seem to be fairly well preserved, make an investigation as you rifle through them.
This is +2.
Oh, okay. So one of the books is actually a hidden compartment. You open the book and there's a leather-bound, almost looks like a box or a safe within.
What's this? I reach into the safe.
Okay, you pull out the leather-bound box.
Yeah. Is it dusty? What's it look like?
It
Just
is
leather?
not dusty. It
It's
is
not
leather.
dusty. Supple leather. Calfskin. Very nice.
Yeah, just open it up.
I open the supple leather.
Oh, terrible
bound
idea.
book.
So inside the leather-bound box is a ring.
Oh boy.
Oh, a trinket.
Put it on right away.
I do love me some good jewelry. Describe the ring for me.
It is a silver ring that has feathers on the outside of it, outlined in the
Feathers? Like engraved feathers or actual feathers?
band. Engraved feathers.
Oh. Silver ring. Engraved feathers. Well,
jump out
Is
the
it-
window to try it.
Is it my size? Does it fit me?
It fits one of your fingers, yes.
I'll try it on.
Okay. It fits nice.
Surely they won't be missing this.
I'm gonna head halfway down the stairs.
Okay.
Not as far as Magrom, who's already down there.
I'm investigating this room a bit further, like shelving and stuff.
Oh, dang, dude.
So this room is pretty ruined. All the wood is soaked and wet with rot. The shelves are barely holding together. You don't see anything of value in here aside from rusted tankards or mugs. These are probably gone by now.
I'm gonna listen at the door for anything.
Make a perception. So behind that door, you do hear what sounds to be like, a slurping, slopping sound down the hallway.
We got more greasy, grimy goose. I say to Derek.
Should we delve deeper into this keep?
Let
The
us.
skeleton told us we need to get to the cathedral grounds.
He said underneath.
Underneath the cathedral.
Well, that's probably this way.
You think these doors go deeper?
Well, you remember that this is the keep. The cathedral is
right.
across from the keep.
Oh, right.
Let's
right.
back that up. Yeah, alright. Let's
I thought-
back that up a second.
I thought that center area was. I feel like this needs to be explored, though.
I do want to, but it's
We keep going back and forth.
Shall we continue to explore the keep or head to the cathedral? What do you think? Our blacksmith awaits us. It's my only concern.
Well, let's go then. As my mouth waters for treasure.
I'm saying much treasures.
You're gonna find the Jeepers Creepers guy down there.
Oh
Damn,
no, I
pushing
hope
it.
we don't miss. Ghost. Have you seen anyone else yet? Or is the field still empty?
No, I'm waiting for all of you to be ready to go to the cathedral.
Where is Tantine?
It's gonna wait out front
Okay.
with a torch.
Oh, what are you doing, Tantine?
I'm looking in this room.
So this room is also a ruined room. Really nothing of importance seems to be in here.
Let's see. Okay.
Gertie's just got her hand out in the courtyard with her fingers pointed up. She's a girl, admiring her new ring.
no, yeah, twiddling the fingers. I messed up a 20 minutes ago. Do I know the name Lord Durian Hagen, having local knowledge?
You can make a history check.
History? Okay.
Being with advantage because you are a local.
19 or 19.
No, the name does not ring a bell to you.
Tantine. We ran into a bag of bones. Told us that our blacksmith is with a Lord Durian Hagen. Do you know the name?
No.
He told us to go to the cathedral grounds down to the mortuary below, and we will find the Lord who holds your blacksmith.
I guess we should go find him.
You guessed. You have a better idea.
Nope. Unless what's in this door? This a door?
Nothing.
Oh.
I already explored that room. Just more ruins. Magrom awaits us outside of the keep.
Alright. On we go.
Poor Tantine hates the blacksmith.
Oh,
Yeah, why aren't you doing your Tantine voice?
He's not even doing a voice tonight.
Hates the blacksmith.
It's been too long, I forgot it.
Can we go unimpeded all over there?
Absolutely not.
Nice. Haha, take that.
Mm.
Take that, Magrom.
Whoa, that was a far build 42 run.
Big jump. I can't catch up to you. He's using dash. He's using his bonus action, guys.
Yeah. You can go to the blacksmith's hut. You can teleport there.
Okay.
Okay, so now to the east of you, you see the cathedral looming in the darkness. Everyone that's so Tantine and Derek, make a perception.
Nice.
Okay, so Derek, as you get closer to the cathedral, that sense you had way back in the forest when you guys first set up camp of a presence in this area or in this direction is stronger now, and you can recognize it as coming from that cathedral.
Do I know the type of power that is producing it in the sense of what school potentially it's coming from?
No, other than that it's undead. It is just a very
It is.
strong
Okay, so it's
undead.
slightly necrotic or whatever. Okay. Undead.
So, is that a door to the cathedral? Is that like wood around it?
Yes, it is overgrown brush that would make opening and entering that door fairly difficult.
Alright, so Toast holds out his hand and goes, Toast. Sets up a campfire to start burning that
Okay.
overgrown wood.
Keep your wits about you in here. I can feel someone abusing the darkness.
Charlie Meth.
Its presence looms around me heavily. Probably have to send them back to Merkel.
So how long do you wait for these flames to take the briars and the thorns?
It doesn't. We don't have to wait. I just wanted to start a fire just in case we need another exit at some point or an entrance.
Okay.
Looks as if we're proceeding around the building.
So make a perception there, Tantine. So through the moonlight, peering through the top gap of the cathedral, you do see some shambling bodies walking around within the keep. Or the cathedral, I'm sorry.
Zombies. Looks like they've completed build 42.
Zombies, you say?
Shambling horrors.
Undead creatures.
I'm not sneaky, so I'm just gonna walk up and murder them. Sneaky people might want to go in the back way.
So stop right there.
I walk through here. Yep. Or
As soon as
okay,
you-
I walk to here.
As soon as you go into the cathedral, at the top end, you see about 6 ghouls.
By top, can you point? What do you?
The eastern end.
Oh, there's my compass. DumpMunk's on it on my screen, like his little token. I gotta fix that. You guys know how to do that? Setting?
Let me see if I can't.
I figured it out on my end. All right. So east, you said.
Yeah,
How many?
6.
Okay.
And there are about 6 zombies, additional zombies on the western side.
Did you say the 6 on the east were I could notice them as something? I don't remember. Did you say zombies?
Yes.
Okay.
So there are about 6 zombies over here, 3 in front of you, and then 6 ghouls right here.
Okay. I take another 10. Let's say I go to about here. Do they pay me care?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No, I am not. I just stepped 10 more feet and into the cathedral. Do they pay me mind?
So this zombie does turn to look at you, and he starts to approach in your direction.
All right. I will use... Yeah, this is going to be wicked fun. Get ready, boys. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to increase the sound of my voice by 3 times.
Okay.
We are here to see your Lord Durianhagen. Show us the way.
So the zombie gets to hear, and then after you finish your speech, he still continues to approach you.
It's a mindless zombie. I'm gonna go up and attack it.
Nice, get him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Come on, game. Translate over. Guess it doesn't want to. Wow. 10.
That's a miss.
It's really dark out. I don't blame you.
10. I can see in all darkness. Nice try.
I don't know what to say.
So let's see here. What does the zombie do? So the zombie
It's
is
probably because the
2.
game wouldn't translate my stuff over. That's why.
Yeah, you should re-roll. You should fix it and re-roll it. That was a bad roll.
Reroll my character.
Yep. Re-roll
The
into
zombie,
someone that loves
the zombie
blacksmith.
walking towards you, you run up at it with your berserker axe, and you go to chop it, and you completely biff it. And the zombie pays you no mind and walks between you and Derek
Cool.
out this
See ya.
way.
I was just messing with him.
Allow me to just step aside for you, Sir Zombie.
They have not been commanded to kill us, and they won't. Their master decides what they do.
I want to stab it in the back.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
I pick its pockets as it walks by.
There are no
Slaps-
pockets to pick.
It looks like he has pants on.
I'm gonna stab it in the back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Beautiful.
that is a hit.
What if he was trying to show us to the master?
Well, fuck
Maybe the
him.
master's out front.
Let's see. So it's immune to poison. But so what's the physical damage?
I just won't even throw that dice. So 20.
20. Okay. So your dagger finds its spine and hits it. Definitely a good hit, and it starts to fall forward, and it is barely able to walk, but it is still mobile, but it is extremely hurt.
I'm gonna hack it one more time in its neck.
Okay.
Having problems with the dice too.
Okay, good. Not just me.
Yeah. Only the
Does that hit?
Yes.
like the skills are rolling for me, but none of the actual spells or actions.
Alright, 13. I spit on it and walk by.
Okay, so I need everyone to roll initiative.
Alright. There, I got the party started.
+5 to this roll.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Be right back real quick.
Okay, what did everybody roll? Who got the highest?
20.
17.
19.
3.
He got a 15.
Dang, I said it. Sorry, I was muted. 15, and then Tantine got a 3. And he's standing in the middle of the field, so he's done. What's the center part of a castle called? When I kept saying field, nobody corrected me.
I don't know.
I wish I did
What?
something earlier and I didn't. I'm mad.
What?
I don't want to tell you.
Metagame.
Meta.
I was gonna grab that skeleton and jump out the window
Nice.
when I revealed him.
Okay.
I think everybody
Oh.
would have been okay with that.
Toast,
Yep.
you are up first.
Would've rolled the best.
As after that zombie falls, all of the undead turn to look at you. The party now entering the cathedral. You see just reflecting eyes up on the eastern end of the cathedral turn towards the party as well. What do you
Alright,
do,
so-
Toast?
I'm gonna move. Move right over here. And I assume we're fighting these guys, right? So.
Your turn, man.
I know. Let's see. 20 feet. Okay, I can reach her. So, Toast comes up. He realizes that the fight's on, so he raises up his hands towards the moon, and he casts down. I'm gonna push it probably right. Hold on.
Get him.
Dang, you made them mad. Now they're gonna get us.
About right there. I'm gonna cast down Moonbeam.
Okay.
So basically, it's a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, and it's a 40-foot cylinder above it. So every creature within the radius, starting or ending their turn, takes 2d10 of radiant damage.
Okay.
And if they,
Is there a save mechanic?
yeah, if they do a save, it's half the damage.
What's the save?
14.
Of what though?
Wisdom, or something else.
Be wisdom for me. So 14 wisdom for me.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah. So I mean, whatever. However
But
that
it
works.
doesn't take any damage until its turn or at the end of its turn, right?
Gotcha. Yeah,
Is that how it reads?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I can
This
barely
fool's
read
gonna
through
make
that. I don't know.
Yeah, when a creature
Wisdom.
enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay. So the first ghoul is going to make a wisdom saving throw. 3.
No.
So 2d10.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and roll 2d10.
Nice. Fry him, man. Fry him, Toast. Toast him!
2. Alright, 9.
Okay. So as it begins to walk towards the group, the moonbeam sizzles its flesh, and you see it smoking as it comes off the staircase. Oop. There we go. And then it is going to fall on all fours and just crawl frantically down the staircase towards the party. Magrom.
Step on the side of them, and then I'm gonna shoot this ghoul right here with my short bow.
Okay.
You guys can see these things? It's all black to me. Is my gamma like super low?
No, it's very dark in here.
Do I have advantage here?
No.
Okay. And I pierce him for 9.
Okay.
And then I will retreat to here.
So this zombie turns to look at the group and starts shambling your way.
Oh, and I was cunning action hiding too at that point.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Gertie.
Gertie will sure. Yeah, I'll just advance forward to about here.
Okay.
And I will shoot my short bow. But I need to see what the actual... I don't know if I can... I have it in my backpack, but I don't see it as a action that I can take.
Should be under your actions.
Ranged attack?
If it's equipped,
Ranged
it's under
attack?
your actions.
1 second. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I can modify the sheet, so I'll probably just ready a reaction attack if they get close to
I mean, you can do it at a ranged attack. Just roll the dice manually.
Yeah, let me do that. Do you know what the modifier would be for the ranged attack? Is it the
Dex.
same as a normal attack?
Dex plus proficiency.
Okay. I think it'd be plus 3 then. So
What's
I'll
your
do
dex?
D20. 17.
I think that's probably plus 3 plus 2 then.
I see a plus 3. Oh yeah, plus 3 plus 2. So
Yeah, 13's a hit anyway.
okay. And then damage of a short bow is
I 1d6.
That'll be your dex.
1d6. Yeah, 1d6 plus 3. 8.
8, okay.
I have dark vision, by the way.
Yes, so you are not rolling it with disadvantage in here. None of you dark vision guys are. I think the only one that doesn't have dark vision is Toast.
Well, I have light emitting 40 feet, but I
And
can't.
also,
That's true. Okay, that's
I also have the moonbeam. It's shining right now in that corner.
Does it emit light?
So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll let me get the exposure up then.
It's a beam of pale light that shines down
Oh,
in a
nice.
5-foot radius.
Ooh, who's that thickly thoughty zom in the corner?
Uh-oh, there's shrooms in the corner. Where's Moon?
Oh, we miss him.
He's in there eating them. We found him.
Okay, is that your turn, Gertie? So Darik, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Range 60 feet. Okay, let's see where I want to put it. Actually, I'll put it right in front of this guy that's close to me. So it's my...
So let me get you a spiritual weapon. What is your spiritual weapon?
What's this dice?
Okay. Well, I don't have a scythe.
Anything close?
A hammer, a weapon, a mace, or a sword.
I guess we'll go with mace. Or some other random inanimate object that you think fits the bill.
Yeah, I'll look for that. Okay, you have control of that now.
Reaper's Might.
Spiritual weapon forms in front of the zombie and immediately goes to slam the creature.
So does that go in initiative order right after you now? Probably.
Yes, I believe so. It doesn't say, but I believe that's how it might say somewhere, and I'm not reading. I'm reading too fast.
Okay. So
Let's
that's your
assume
action.
that is the case. That's the bonus action. It's a bonus
spiritual
action spell.
bonus action. Okay.
Yeah, and it attacks. So that's a D20 plus 6. Why isn't it working?
Yeah, that's... A lot of these are probably just going to have to roll the numbers below and add it.
There we go. 12, or plus 6, 15?
The hit hits.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. Nice! Merkel's femur appears out of nowhere and slams down for 12 damage onto the zombie.
Excellent. So the spiritual weapon crashes into the torso of the zombie, and you see it take a step back, but it stands up, still ready and willing to attack.
Merkel demands your bones.
And then I'll cast Toll of the Dead. So Wisdom 14 on they roll.
1.
I don't know if that does anything cool, but I wish it did.
No, it's not a natural 1.
And that's a 1d12 if they're injured, right? Yeah. Dang, 5 more.
Okay, so it finally succumbs to death.
Back to Merkel.
And I'll stand right here. Yep.
Okay. This zombie is going to make its way downwards towards the group as well. It's cool.
So would that guy take...
Oh,
those
yes,
guys-
you're right. I'm sorry. Show me the radial of where you cast it. Does it hit all of them?
So if it's
One tile.
yeah, it's 5 feet. So they're if they walk
Could
through
be
it.
this one. Okay. It rolled a natural 20 for wisdom.
Okay.
All right, so it'd just be half of this. 6.
Okay. So as he runs through the beam, his flesh starts to crisp up a little bit, but he makes it through.
Nice and crispy.
This one is going to take the long way around. 13 and 7.
Yeah, cast it. It was like right there. That's
Okay. Okay, Tantine, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to go here. And attack this loser in front of me.
Okay. That hits.
Damage.
Okay, so you
Coon.
do a nice chop on the zombie, and the gash on his torso is massive, and maggots just start to spill out of its insides. It looks pretty rough.
Ah. Okay, that's my turn. Got him.
The zombie is going to attack you, Derek. Five.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay, Toast.
Alright, so as a bonus action, Toast raises up his quarterstaff and says, "Shablagoo," and turns it into the shillelagh.
Okay.
But for his main action, he's able to move the moonbeam. So he can hit basically these 3.
I think you could position it that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he can move it, so moves it where I pointed it, and so those 3 will be in. At the start of their turn, they'll be in the beam.
Let me see if there's a.
They gotta give you shapes to permanently put on there. They don't? They should definitely add that if they don't have it for sure.
Yeah.
That would be huge.
Is that 5 feet ish?
About.
Put it over here. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably
let me
for
give this
exactly
control
that.
To you.
Let me know.
Okay. Let me make that unique.
Oh, I wish it was. Needs to be glittery too. They're glowing like moonlight. Say he puts it right there. And he's gonna kind of back out of the area for protection.
Okay.
And ends his turn.
So this ghoul. Oh, natural 20 again!
Oh, that's going too. So, is it round up or down?
7.
So, all right.
Magrom. Oh no, she's gonna move anyway. Sorry. 30. He's going to go towards the nearest living flesh he can find, and he is going to make a claw attack on Tantine. 10.
Does not hit.
Okay. Magrom.
I'm going to carefully line a shot at this.
Okay.
I forgot to deselect that.
It's like
14.
you threw the dice at it too.
That hits.
I forgot to say if there are any shapeshifters in the moonbeam, it basically reverts it back to like their normal form while they're in it.
Okay.
Now I'm hiding. Do I get sneak attack?
Not with all of this light now.
Six.
So how much damage was it? 6?
Dude, this music is a banger.
Hey, you missed a lot.
And that I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna climb up here.
And dance.
You need me to roll for it?
Yeah, roll the advantage though because there are stairs there. There's some steps. You just have to make a little jump at the end.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. Your pick. Which one you want.
I think they're the same modifier.
They're not. That's what's huge.
They're not. Plus 4 on these. So 13.
Okay. Yep, you're able to scale the wall and stand amongst your perch.
Alright.
This zombie's dead. Gertie.
Gertie's gonna. So I'm within 5 yards of Derek, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. Okay.
You do
I'm
that.
I'm gonna move over to here. So I'm still next to Derek, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
my character-
Derek.
Derek. Like derelict my balls. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to use my bonus action. Can I use my bonus action to take my daggers out? Is that how it works, or is that an action?
So you can attack with either your dagger or your short bow. There isn't an equipping.
Okay.
It's a
phase.
free
You can-
action.
Yeah, you can just do
Oh,
whatever.
got you. Okay, so I'll use
can
my
attack
free
either way.
action.
At least I think
To
that's
take-
Tazik's rules.
Yeah, I'll take my short sword in my main hand and my dagger in my offhand, and I'll attack the Zom lady. And when I do that, I have once per turn I can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature with an attack. I don't need advantage on the attack if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target. Does that work?
What is that?
It's a sneak attack passive. Does that make sense? Am I interpreting that right? Okay, so this one, this I think is a normal roll, but with 2d6 damage if it lands. So I'll roll a d20 for attack. So that's 11 plus 3 plus 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 5.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so then I'll roll a 20 and then a 2d6. Oh wait, sorry, it's not a 20, it's a 1d... Where's my...
You have a short sword, you said?
It's a 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, and then plus 2d6.
Okay.
So there's the short sword, so 3 plus 3, and then 2d6 for the sneak attack. So 6 plus 3, that's 9. And then I use my bonus action for my extra attack. Is that how it works?
No, it's dead.
How does the... Okay, it's dead. Gotcha. Can I...
So as it was lunging towards Derek and attacking him, you were able to slip in and dispatch it properly, severing its spine, and it falls to the floor.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's my turn.
Derek.
I'll go bonus action first. I'll move spiritual weapon to here. You see me waving my hand, and then I make a fist with it and slam it down on top of the zombie next to it. Yeah. What is that? Plus 6. 17?
Hits.
Alright. And... 9 damage.
Okay.
And then... I'm gonna turn to Tantine, as I see he's being attacked by 2 undead, and cast Toll the Dead using... It hits both the creatures because they're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
So I will attack the zombie first. So a 14 wisdom.
Uh, 3.
Okay, is he damaged? I can't
Yes,
remember
yeah.
at this point. Alright.
Merkel, take him home.
10 damage.
Merkel does. His bones and skin just wither to the ground.
And then wisdom 14 on the ghoul.
Uh, 6.
And he's damaged as well from the moonbeam.
Yes.
6.
And he also falls over. In undead, dead.
I kind of want... I'm like in my head, I feel like the Toll of the Dead for the Merkelite is like, you see fingers coming up from the ground, bony hand coming up from the ground, and like ripping them into the ground.
Yeah.
So you see a bony hand pulling these creatures, ripping them to
Why
pieces.
can you Toll the Dead both of them?
Because I'm the death domain. That's my domain as a cleric, the death domain.
Is that a channeled divinity, or is that just passive?
Passive. That's so each.
So where is that on your character sheet?
find it.
'Cause I didn't think that was an area of effect attack.
Roll the Dead is not.
It is not. No, I have. Why can't I find it now?
It's in, I think, Necromancy.
What's that? Let you use it as a bonus action as well?
No, it's
No.
a cantrip.
I know it's a
Yeah.
cantrip, but it would take an action to cast a cantrip.
Yeah.
So he has
Right.
must have some sort of text that says he can do it again as a bonus action, or
When I cast a necromantic cantrip, it hits another creature within 5 feet of
Oh,
that.
that is a thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what
neat.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Why can't I find it on my sheet? You're right, Tazgar.
No.
It's weird.
If you read that, then that's correct. That's a death domain thing. I just don't see the source text for it, but I'll take your word
Go-
for it.
Oh,
to
it's go to features and traits.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's the death
Reaper.
domain. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, not to call you on stuff, but I've never seen that before, so I wanted to make sure.
That's one of the coolest things about clerics, by the way. All those domains, man. Oh, I love
Yeah.
All right, Darik. So you
And then
dispatched 2 undead.
I'll move to create a triangle with these two for
Okay.
defensive purposes, and he already spiritual weapon already won.
So that zombie is dead. The school is going to make a wisdom saving throw as it leaves the moonbeam. 3.
Oh, so 11 points of damage.
Okay. And it is going to scramble over the dead body of the zombie to lunge towards Tantine and make a claw attack.
Oh.
14.
misses.
Okay.
This pillow's starting to get kind of flat.
Oh no.
So if you hear moaning,
10,
pretend to be
Yuri.
a zombie.
10. No, it's not it.
Okay.
It's getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh my god. 3.
Let me check if that hits. Hold on.
No, that's this ghoul. I'm sorry. Out of the moonbeam.
Just kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Oh, you got like a 5.
Okay. I am rolling like complete dog shit tonight.
You rolled 2
It's
20s
okay.
again.
It's okay, you have like 80 other characters you can roll for.
8 is a miss. Okay, Tantine.
Slice the one in front of me again. As they keep coming at me. $17.
17 hits.
15 damage of axe attack.
On the ghoul here?
Yeah.
And it is dead.
And I'll allow them to keep coming at me to die.
Ooh, just enough. 22
Ouch.
on Gertie.
You know that hits.
Yep. 4 points of damage, Gertie. Bludgeoning. That zombie's dead. Ooh, natural 20. Yeah, finally.
Why do they want to kill me? Why is that 2 crits on me 2 times in a row? This is 2 sessions in a row, Topic.
Mock, did you take your 4 points of damage?
No, I did not. Let me do that now.
8 points of damage.
8 total?
Dang.
Darik. No.
Oh, sorry. So
4 for you,
me?
Gertie. 8 for Darik.
I don't think I have edit access to the page. I think I only have view access, but I'll just keep track of it on Discord.
Okay. 12.
Just
18, Tantine.
That would hit me.
So it is 7 points of damage as the claws break your flesh, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. So you, as the claws rake your flesh and you feel the skin start to fester, you feel stuck, and you are currently paralyzed. Toast.
So, Toast moves over here so you can get a better advantage, or sight advantage. Alright, so he's gonna move.
What's too late?
For Gertie's reaction.
Oh, just a real quick question. Is that paralysis some sort of disease?
No.
Okay.
Does that touch? Alright, I think that overlaps those 3 and doesn't touch any of those guys. So he moves that there. Pushes the moonbeam over and he goes, "Don't touch the beam," as his bonus action.
Okay. Uh, 8 on the moonbeam.
Damn.
Yes! Yes! Wait, why is it? No, it's the dead one. Never mind. Sorry. They're all just piling in on Kyle. This one. Okay, so what does Paralyzed do again?
Auto crit advantage on him.
Okay. Eight misses. 7 misses. Fucking
Don't want for being paralyzed.
It's just wildly going.
Okay, Magrom.
I'm gonna leap down and stab this thing in the head.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Oh.
Nice.
And I float down like Batman, of course. Oops, that's perception.
Okay, it doesn't look very cool, but you are able to do it without sustaining any injuries.
The 1960s Batman.
I'm
The
just
70s.
I'm just floating with my ring like wildly, and all my limbs are like a marionette as I come out.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, bedtime. But we're gonna finish this fight. Don't worry.
And I miss wildly.
Yeah.
I can just imagine like a child pretending to be Batman.
I'm assuming 9 misses.
Yes, 9. Oh no,
Or actually, I have
zombie?
advantage, don't I?
Yes, you do. That hits anyway.
No,
9
okay.
hits.
Well, I'll see if I crit. Alright. So this is with +4 on it. So 16.
Okay.
Is it still healthy?
It is not healthy. It is wounded very badly, but it is still shambling towards Darik.
Alright, I'll stay here then.
Gerdi.
So I got 3 bad boys looking at me, right?
Yep. Well,
I'm
2
going-
looking at you, 1 looking at Darik. Oh no! Yeah, you've got 1 ghoul looking at you too.
Yeah. If I do a disengage, does it apply to all of them?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So I'm gonna disengage, and then that lets me just move away from them without attacks of opportunity, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Are you a thief?
Yeah. Yes. I think so.
Don't forget you have cunning actions that you can use.
That's a bonus action, right?
So it makes it a bonus action.
So it makes disengage a bonus action.
Yeah, any of your thief actions you can use as a bonus action.
It do be saying that. That's crazy.
And then you can attack
Okay.
on a different target.
I see. Okay, so I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Or you can
Okay.
attack then move, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'll
All the options.
Yeah, so many options. Okay. I will attack then, because I already have my sword in hand. I will hit the little fella on the ground, or I'll try to hit him. So I'll roll a d20, and this will be
Yep.
+5 with my short sword. So 16,
That hits.
and then I'll do a damage hit. I think it's 1d6 +3. That's 3, and then I can add 2d6 once per round from the sneak attack, because I think he's in 5-yard range of Tantine.
Yes.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 plus
Yep, exactly.
6. So that's 9.
9 total.
And 9 total. And then I don't know if I can do extra attacks, so I gotta like keep reading if I can do that yet. So I'm just
What
gonna
you
disengage.
should have rolled with a sneak attack was 3d6 +3 for your damage modifier. Which you did. So it was a total of what?
9.
3,
I think.
9 +3 is 12.
No, I think it was just 9 total.
No, you were 2d6 for your sneak attack, then your d6 +3.
Right.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
+3. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
+3.
minus-
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's 12 damage total. Okay, and now I'm gonna disengage. 1, 2, 3.
The
I'll
little
go-
guys are probably the
I'll
most
go
dangerous.
here. Then I'll add my turn.
You should definitely.
Derek's eyes turn purple,
Yeah. There we go.
and then he, in a booming voice,
How dare you approach a cleric of Merkel!
and he raises his arms into the air, and you see death emanating from him. Oddly scary, even enough to turn undead.
Ah, yeah.
So every undead creature on this map has to roll a wisdom saving throw of 14, or they will try to move as far as possible away from me for 10 turns.
6, 7, 8. 2, 3.
Chris, is that what you were gonna say too?
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot you were a cleric.
I had to wait
yell.
till they got into range too, though. You know, like
If I were a bard, I would have said turn around.
Yeah.
It's
What do they need to
daylight
roll?
savings time.
14. is
they need to beat a 14,
Okay, so
or they
Meet.
tie it.
Meet.
Meet a 14.
don't know how many undead we're gonna run into in this game, so this is like a good use of it.
So this one in front of you turns to walk away.
And then as soon as he walks away, I'll use my Warcaster feat
Oh.
to what do I want to do? I want to save those slots. I'll just toll the dead on him quick.
Okay.
So he has to roll another dice to beat a 14 on the toll of the dead. That's the fingers are trying to pull him into the ground.
This one in front of Magrom, as soon as you finish what you're saying, you see it just start to fizzle and pop, and it just falls to the ground dead.
Roll a 1.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, so what I was saying is that do they move immediately with turn on dead? Do they start walking, or their next turn they walk away?
Be their next turn.
Okay, so ignore that. Next time when he moves, I'll do Warcaster. My bad. So if you killed that one, that wasn't the one I was talking about.
No, this one rolled a natural 1.
Okay, very good, cool. Alright, so that's my action, and then for my bonus action, I will move Spiritual Weapon to next to Tantine.
Does that thing get a reaction?
I'm
No,
trying to
no.
research that. The spiritual weapon have hit points or anything?
Yeah.
No.
It
No.
can't be hit. No.
It cannot cause or provoke opportunity attacks. It doesn't have HP. I'm going to attack the ghoul that's in the... I think that's the one that's almost dead. No, wait. Can I reach this one? Right? 5 feet?
With the spiritual weapon?
Yep.
Use the... No, it's a little bit out of your range. I go from the center to the center.
It was here, right? It can move 20 feet, so I'm gonna move it there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'll attack this one. That's a 20 plus 6. 15?
Hits.
Nice. D8 plus 4. Heck, I'm getting good rolls on these hits. 11 damage.
11, okay.
And then I don't move. Yep.
So this one's gonna attack Tantine.
Which one? Okay.
14.
Nope.
Okay.
What a paralyzed.
This zombie is going to run away.
Zombies run away?
Wait, was Tantine paralyzed or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it advantage on that attack?
It
He did
have
that.
advantage.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Not that I want to see Tantine get clawed by
Wow,
zombies,
yeah.
but
What do you hate Tantine for? Jeez.
His
Just
armor
making
is
sure
really
we're-
good.
3. So roll your moonbeam damage toast.
Nice.
Ah!
13.
And a spiritual moonbeam sizzles the flesh and crisps the flesh of this ghoul, and it finally succumbs to the lunar rays and falls over dead. Okay, Tantine. You regain feeling in your body as it now is your turn again.
Wait, his
Don't
whole
you have
body
to
or
roll
just
for
the
that?
wiener?
Just his wiener.
I don't know. I will-
Must succeed a DC 10 times seriously or be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Yeah, I have to roll again, right?
Each of its turns. At the end of each of its turns? That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't it say the beginning? It says you're paralyzed for 1 minute.
Okay, so what's the save?
Constitution 10.
Yeah, I think he rolls each time to see if he gets out of it.
12.
Okay, so yeah, you shake off the paralyzation.
Okay.
but I think that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Did he do it at the end of the first?
End of my turn. I try to save it, so you lose. You still lose that turn's actions.
Gotcha. Oh, I understand. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
it was
roll
at the start.
Moonbeam damage, Toast.
He just read at the end. So.
Yeah. I always thought it was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes 11 points of damage as it flees away from the holy words of Merkel.
Merkel.
That's
That's a funny word to say.
Where's that? There it is. Okay, so go ahead and do your Warcaster as the zombie attempts to flee from you.
So that's a DC 14 Wisdom.
Three.
3. Is it damaged?
It is damaged.
All right. 10 damage as it's trying to flee from me.
Okay.
The fingers are ripping at its leg.
It's
Wait.
tearing the flesh, whatever flesh remains on the leg as it scurries away. It is hobbling though, clearly wounded.
What is it when it's not damaged?
1d8.
1d8, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a D10 when it is.
D12.
No,
I thought.
12.
Or 12.
Yeah.
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 Is that this one? Yes, okay. 14.
Misses.
No, for the
Oh.
movie.
Oh, so 14 is the DC, so
So it meets it, beats
Meets
it.
it, beats
so
it.
what's the half?
oh, 7.
God dang.
That thing did some work.
Is it trying to run?
No, I'm trying to differentiate it between the dead one. Okay, so now it's going to slash. Again,
That moonbeam is
with
sick.
its claws.
Hmm.
17.
Did you roll at
radiant damage.
advantage?
Oh no. 17.
Hits.
Who's advantaging?
I just thought I saw 2 dices.
Yeah, called him out.
It is rolling with advantage because it's got one here.
Yeah, but that spiritual weapon negates it because it's awesome.
Yeah.
My first roll was a 17 anyway. 9 points of damage and to make a Constitution saving throw.
Dead.
Ugh, annoying. Cool.
Okay, so you're paralyzed again.
His wiener went numb.
Toast.
Alright, so Toast comes and gets a better advantage of what's going. Just gonna put it in between these two guys running.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah, with our powers combined, we're gonna win every fight. Just moonbeam and turn undead.
You sizzle and ill.
And I have concentration up to a minute, so 10 turns.
This is like turn, what, 4?
4 or 5.
He's dead. Magrom, make a perception check.
Don't add bad guys. I gotta go to bed.
You hear a pop and a sizzle and behind you.
Can I glance behind me?
As a bonus action, you can, yes.
Then I'm not doing that.
He's trying to make him use him.
Funny acting. I
I'm
peek behind me.
I'm gonna run up and shank this thing in the neck.
Okay.
My screen says toast action still. That's weird.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
big dog.
25.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It
You
jumps.
squish it like a mosquito.
Shanked it right in that neck.
You shank it, and you are able to dice and cut each of its limbs off before it even falls to the ground.
You're already dead.
I'll look back at the noise now.
So you see a roar and an eruption of flame as this door falls down in a cascade of embers.
Nice toast. Got him.
Let's go. Very nice. And then
Very nice.
walk behind this ghoul.
The concentration of that campfire would have been out, but I would assume that dry stuff would have just been
Yes.
burning.
Alright,
Eerie.
I'm going to... Let's see. There's a lot of dead ghoulies on the ground. I will... Can I shoot my bow at that ghoul? Is a weapon blocking me?
You can certainly try.
There's also that one behind you.
Yeah, that's running away.
There's one running away. Wait, what? Where?
Yeah, over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that one. I'll use my bonus action to steady my aim. And that cuts my speed to 0 until the end of the turn, provided I haven't moved during this turn. And then I'll have advantage in my next attack roll. So I will shoot my bow at that zombie.
Okay.
And that's, again, is a dex. It's what? Dex plus proficiency? So yeah, I think +5.
Okay.
So so is a typical thing to roll 2 1d20s or I mean, yeah, whatever. There we go. So that's 20. And then yeah, 20. Hits
20.
for the attack roll.
How'd you get
First one?
20 out of a 7?
No, I rolled 2 20s. The first one was a 15. Do you see
Yes.
in the
Oh,
chat
yes,
messages?
yes, that's it. Of course,
then-
of course.
And then hold on, I gotta look at how much damage this thing does again. So it says 1d6 plus 3. However, when I have advantage on the roll and the attack uses a finesse or ranged weapon, I can deal an extra 2d6 damage. So I'm going to do 3d6 plus 3 damage to this guy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh, so many good ones.
9 damage. Why is he so big now?
He is destroyed.
And big. And tiny.
Okay.
Whoops.
I am a turn.
Garik.
Spiritual weapon's gonna kill this thing that's trying to kill Tantine, but the hammer of Merc will come down upon it. I keep forgetting what it is. It's hilarious. 1d20 plus 6. Dang, 9.
Miss.
Oh, it misses because Tantine's paralyzed. His fault. They're running away. So then I'll toll the dead on it and try to drag it down under the underground. So wisdom 14.
Hang on a second. Oh my god. I fucking hate this game.
Does Derek believe in daylight savings time?
Yeah, I sure do. I gotta go to bed. What are we doing?
No, does Derek, not you.
Yes, he does. And all the zombies die
Did you guys get kicked
Why
out?
are we looking at this window?
I don't know what we're doing.
Sorry. I just had to get that screenshot. Okay.
Oh, like of the dice? Did you roll 2 ones?
Yeah, 2 natural ones. So what are you doing?
If that was their save, then I'm
no,
doing
that
one.
was not their save.
Oh, okay. Well, they have to do the Wisdom 14. Roll one more 20.
$18.
Dang. Okay, so I don't do anything. End turn. We're not in combat mode. I can't.
whoops.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
All right. Cool.
Is it this one? Yes. It's going to rear up and bite Tantine. Uh, 15.
Misses.
Okay. Uh, 7. Okay.
Dead.
Okay, Tantine, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Yes, you are no longer paralyzed again. Uh, 7.
Nice.
And he gets evaporated within the moonbeam.
I love Moonbeam. It's my new favorite spell.
I fucking
It's
hate
pretty-
moonbeam.
It's pretty... But that's I've got so many new cool things.
Cool spell.
Gonna
That thing
hate me.
fried.
He's gonna hate him.
I didn't even bring out my companions yet.
Crabs.
Okay. I believe
That
it's
skipped a
your
few.
turn, Toast? Yes.
Yeah, ding. So he's gonna move up. He's gonna move the moonbeam over. Put it right in the middle of them.
Okay.
And
How long does moonbeam last for?
1 minute, so 10 turns.
Oh my god. Magrom.
I'm going to shank this one in front of me.
Yes, roll with advantage.
Why am I not seeing? There we go. These are +6.
Hits.
The cool thing I like about moonbeam though too is it, like I said, it changes the
10.
Okay.
That's
if there's a shapeshifter, it turns it back to their normal form.
You got a
Yes.
D. Yeah, that's nice.
No deceiving people in our midst. Is this ghoul still alive? That's next to the hammer.
Yes.
How's he looking?
You are not sure how the bones and flesh are still able to stay together.
Okay, I'm going to run up, do a somersaulting stab in the top of its head
Oh,
as
I
I
hope you
jump
know.
over it.
Get
Okay.
Magrom in the foot.
Okay. So how do I do that, and in what order?
So you make a performance.
Performance, yes. Let me check that. 1 second. Gotcha.
Acrobatic,
Oh,
also.
performance. Performance is charisma. Are you sure?
Yes.
Am I gonna say
Nice.
something? Okay, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say. Whoop-de-doo!
Holy crap.
And that's a +1, so that's 19.
Okay.
Is the performance well received? Are people like, oh?
Is Magrom going on?
I have anime eyes going, and I'm touching my cheeks right now.
Glistening in the moon, in the light of the moonbeam. Okay,
I
so
love
now
it.
what do I do? Is it like an acrobatics kind of thing?
Stop it.
Yes.
Stop! There we go. Ooh woo.
Look at that.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, okay. So now an acrobatics roll, and that's I am proficient, so I have a +5 bonus to it, according to the character sheet. So I'll do a acrobatics d20 +5. That's 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And then I'm going to try to do the attack roll mid-air. I should have advantage because of all the homies around this thing, yeah?
So as you land on the ground, that is enough to keep the to do enough shockwave damage to make the shambling creature's body finally fall apart and it falls over dead.
Hell yeah.
Damn it.
And then I stick the I gotta try to stick the landing. Hold on.
Oh boy.
So I bounce off its head and then one more. Come on, baby.
Make an acrobatics with disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
One more
So
roll.
18.
One more roll.
And 20.
Okay, so you are able to definitely jump down, dispatch the last ghoul, and then you do another bounding somersault, like in gymnastics, over the 3 other corpses in front of you, and land with a pirouette at the end.
And for some reason, there's applause. Where's that applause coming from? That's crazy.
And even though Tantine is half paralyzed, you see the front part of his skirt lift up a little bit.
He's just tapping the
His tunic
side of
ri-
his leg armor.
His tunic rises a little bit.
So for the sake of brevity, I will say you guys dispatch the final zombies that are turned and running away.
There's only the one. All right, I gotta go to bed. So can we pause there?
Yes,